All right.
Hey everybody, so we are walking through how to buy AdaCards and play our fantasy staking NFT game using AdaCards. So we have Jim here who is playing our AdaCards newbie and will be going through the process for the first time.
I don't think that I'm playing the AdaCards newbie.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's not actually an act. This is literally Jim's first time.
Brand new to cryptocurrency, brand new to NFTs, brand new to this game, which looks very interesting. I like the artwork. So yeah, walk me through how I get started here, Willie.
Cool. Yeah. So I guess a introduction for anyone else that's new. So AdaCards are NFT trading cards for stake pools that are community-run pools on Cardano. So it's kind of a way to find out about different pools and what they're about, and kind of just a fun way to collect NFTs. And we've built a fantasy staking NFT game that is kind of designed to help teach you about staking on Cardano and kind of how the staking process works and how to choose a good pool. So yeah, so we'll start. We'll just walk Jim through buying a pack, and then we'll get into all of that. So yeah, if you want to just go to the shop page, you can reserve a pack.
Reserve a card. Okay. Reservation expires in 15 minutes. Okay, great.
Yep. So you'll have 15 minutes to get your payment in. So the screen here will show. So the payment address is where you will pay ADA to. The base price shows how much the pack will cost. However, there's a this 3 ADA sending fee under that. So that is a requirement of the Cardano blockchain to prevent low value transactions from spamming the network. You have to include a minimum amount of ADA when sending NFTs. So we add 3 ADA to the base price, but then you're going to get that 3 ADA back with your pack when you get it. So the amount you will actually pay is at that bottom, that 72 point something. And that 6-digit decimal number is how we associate your payment with the actual pack that you reserved. So it's
so the base price is what you pay. The 3 ADA will be sent back to you. So that's the difference.
Yeah.
But
you need to actually pay the 72. That's going to be confusing. What you will put in the wallet is 72.748664. So you can click that clipboard button. It'll copy it, and then you're going to. You'll need both of them, yeah. So pick one, and then you're going to go to Yoroi.
Okay.
Another tab. Okay.
And so I've got 105. Okay, go to send.
Yep.
Receiver.
There you go.
Yep.
And then
you're going to get the amount.
This amount. And that.
There we go. And then it's going to calculate a fee, which is the actual transaction fee that you'll pay to send that amount.
Oh, that's different from the 3 ADA.
Right. Yep. So this is the Cardano network transaction fee. So the network is built such that when you send ADA and NFTs and stuff, when you use the network, you have to pay a small fee. And that, again, helps prevent spam, and eventually is what we'll pay for people who are staking and that sort of thing. Will get all their staking rewards will come from transaction fees as the network gets busier.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and send that.
And so you might know this already, Jim, but so Yoroi, you know how when we were talking earlier when I opened Daedalus and it took a while to load, that's because Daedalus is a full node wallet that runs locally a full Cardano node on my computer. And so it has to sync every block of the blockchain to know what the status of the blockchain is. And Yoroi is a light client, and it talks to synced nodes sitting on a server somewhere. So that's why you can just open it and transact, send and receive and that sort of thing, and you're just waiting on you just have to wait on it to get a connection to its nodes. And sometimes we've seen when there's big NFT drops and stuff, the servers on the back end will get overloaded, and it will take a while for the transaction to actually go through. And in that case, Daedalus actually ends up being faster, so because you actually are running your own node. But
interesting.
But that's that's the difference between a light client and a full client on Cardano here.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
So your transaction
Successfully
went
sent.
through. So if you go back to the tab where you reserve the pack, there we go. So we've
Whoa.
detected that the payment came in, and now you can see your pack. So you
Holy
can click
fuck.
on each card.
Oh my goodness, this is like legitimately exciting.
Yep, so
Christmas.
you can click on it and see what you received.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
wow!
First card's an epic.
Yeah, I can't believe it.
Wow. So that is epics are a 1 out of every 100 cards is an epic.
Holy fuck!
I didn't even get an epic card.
Yeah.
Didn't I? I didn't. I mean, I did
No.
season 1. I drew one. I did not. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
All right.
And then what do these things mean? So block number. I'm guessing this is like what, like something to do with the blockchain here.
Yeah.
and
So it's specific to how we made these NFTs. So because we were making something for Cardano that's like about Cardano, we made cards for the pools and made them unique by putting the information of the block they actually produced. So this is the 300th block that the Deadpool made, and this is the Cardano block number, and the Cardano epic, and the time, and then the pool's ticker. This is the pool block number. That's the number of blocks that pool is actually made. The country that they're based in, and different badges. So like the card badge just says pool block number 300 because it has a special badge because it's got an epic rarity. But like the pool badges are just different info about the particular stake pool. So for instance, Deadpool, they're part of the Ladies of Cardano group, and they're a podcaster, so they get those badges. So yeah, so we can scroll down and see some of the other pools and cards. Okay, so this is a common card, and that's a pool that we've known since the ITN, and there's the info about the block they made and their country and their pool badge.
Oh, cool.
Another common. So there are 5 rarities. So it goes common, uncommon, rare, epic, and then legendary. And so legendaries are like 0.5% chance. Those those only for specific epics in which there were hard forks on the blockchain. So
interesting. Got it. This is Dolka out of the Czech Republic. That's kind of cool that there's this like global connection, right, to different stake pools around the world. It's kind of fun. Let's see. Oh,
a rare
one. And this is cards.
Yep, that is the Cardenistas pool. Swag. Yep.
Oh, nice.
Brada. That's a pretty rare card. That's a small pool, so they don't have a.
I see. Got it.
Yeah. So the smaller pools are kind of more sought after because you got 2 of them. Or did you scroll up?
What? No. Yeah. I just scrolled up.
Oh, I see. Yeah. The smaller pools are a little more sought after because their supply is more rare. So.
Let's see, SEMO 1, Luxembourg.
Oh, and there's Barry. He's the Space Buds creator.
Oh, hey, Barry.
It's a pretty low block, number 11.
Yeah. Man, this is a good pack.
Dabble. Awesome. Okay,
all right.
So that's,
Okay,
that was fun.
Yeah, so let's go make an account now. So it'll let you see your collection and your achievements, and then you can also play your game. So if you go back home, I actually go to play. Okay, so there you'll click on register at the top.
I guess we should actually look in Yoroi and see the cards actually show up in his wallet too. Did we look at that yet?
Nope.
Yeah, let's go click on transactions. There you go. Now see how the 3 ADA came back? It says 3 ADA plus 10 assets. So just click the little down arrow to expand that block.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so see, you're going to see the from is on the left. So that's our address. So it's -5 ADA and then all these cards. And then the...
I see.
Yeah, and so the output, this is kind of interesting. So if you'll see, like Cardano uses the UTXO model, which actually the EUTXO model, but so you can think of it as like every time there's an unspent transaction, it's like a fixed like dollar bill. So it was like we had a $5 bill and the AdaCard. So when we sent you 3, we paid the transaction fee and had change. So we couldn't just spend the exact amount. We had to spend the whole 5. So you can scroll down. If you scroll down, you can see on the right, see that bottom thing, that 1.8 ADA?
Mm-hmm.
That's our address that had the AdaCards right there. So that 5 ADA was split. 3 was sent to you. 0.2 went to transaction fees, and the 1.8 stayed with us. So that's kind of an interesting thing about how Cardano works, and you can see that right there. So
fun. Check my email to confirm my address. Okay.
All right, so this is the login page. So you've linked your wallet with your stake key, which is shown there. And then you can see your collection, which is now updated. So there's the 10 cards you bought in the pack.
And it gets the breakdown of like what, like rarity?
The rarities, yep. So you got your 1 epic, your 1 rare, and 8 commons. And then it shows your leaderboard rank, which is based on achievements. So let's go ahead and click on that. Click on the rank? Yep.
All right.
So you'll see this ranks all of our card holders by achievement points, and you can actually browse each of their collections.
Whoa!
Yeah.
These people have like a ton of cards, Mr. Mama. Oh, I see. Okay. So like typically like 100 to 200 cards is what I see, like kind of being the norm.
Yep.
Well, see, a lot of people had packs. They bought several season 1 packs and several season 2 packs, kind of thing. So.
Got it. I see.
And then if you click on one of the achievement points, you can see.
Yeah, scroll down to yours and click on the achievement points.
All right. Oh, wow. I'm not 109 out of 109?
No.
No, there's like 700 and something.
Also good to point
oh my
out
goodness.
that if you see
so many people playing this game. All right, 109, right? Okay, so I click on this number?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So this will show all the achievements you can earn, and then you can expand each one and see your progress towards getting it. So
like that one right there, own 1 card of each rarity. You can expand that and see, because you've got progress 3 of 5.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is cool. So, okay, got it.
Little ways to go.
Yeah, a little bit. And I can get more cards by either buying packs, or it's an NFT, right? So people can sell individual cards or sets of cards?
Yeah, people trade in the Discord. There's also other websites that let people list cards for sale.
Oh. Wow, that's cool.
See, so we can see the achievements you've got so far. I think it said you had 5 points. So if you scroll down, you should see in green any that you have.
Fire sale.
So so Fire Sale is owned a burn card from Series 1. So we burned about half of our cards from Series 1 and then reminted them as Series 2 cards. And so you owned one of the cards that got burned to Series 1 and then reminted.
Does that happen after every series?
We've only had 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Great. Okay.
You click expand and see which card that was there. Okay, so your Deadpool card.
Wow.
That was the epic card.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then commoner, rare, and epic.
Commoner, rare. Oh, own a card from each hard.
Oh my gosh, you got that
that's
one.
super lucky.
Yeah.
So those are the 3 epics for which there are legendary cards. So there's been 3 hard forks that happened throughout the epics that we made cards for series 1 and 2. And the first block a pool makes in any of those 3 epics is a legendary. And so these are the 3 eras: the Shelley era, the Allegra era, and the Mary era. So
and right now we're in the Alonzo era, but we made all our cards up through to that point.
Yep.
Right? So
okay, so that is leaderboards and achievements. There's a couple more features. If you scroll back up and go to play, let's see. Let's skip over the game and just go down to the bottom of that page. And so here's another place you can see the leaderboards and achievements. But you can also search for specific cards. So that box is pre-populated now with a set of cards. Like you could type in all the numbers from a pack of cards if you want, and then hit view, and it'll show you the data for each individual card.
Oh, interesting.
So another way to like see a pack. And so like, if you wanted to sell 10 cards or something, right, and wanted to share a handy link to show what cards you're listing, it's kind of a way to do that. Okay.
Nice.
And then the last major feature is our fantasy staking NFT game. So you can actually use the cards you bought to draft a team of stake pools, and then you earn points based on how well those pools perform over the course of the season. And so we have the draft live right now for season 4. So if you click on that, that'll run from epics 305 through 311. So that'll take us through the end of the year.
Okay. Oh, it starts in 5 days.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I got to get on my horse and get cards, I guess. All right.
Yeah. So you can always redraft a team, and so the way it works is you can draft for game 1. It'll auto draft that team for the remainder of the games for the season, but you can always update your team as you go. So we kind of leave it up to being, updating your team as you go, or you can just, set it once and leave it there. So if you want to go ahead and hit that view button.
Wait, hang on. I see here prizes.
Yeah.
There's
right.
Prizes?
I kind of missed it. Yeah, there's prizes. So for the winners of every game, and then for the total season, if you scroll up, there'll be even better prizes for the whole season winner. But
whoa.
So
Okay, cool.
an epic card for first place. So
wow.
Yeah.
All right. So I should go in here and draft my team, huh?
Yep.
Okay, season 4, game 1. All right, draft your team. Select 5 pools below. Compare pool performance using tools such as Pool Tool, Okay.
So so you'll see the pools that you own cards for. So you won't see the full list here.
Okay.
And so you can click on 5 of them, and so you can on this page you can see the size of the pool, but we recommend using those links for Pool Tool, AdaPools, to just kind of research the pools and find out which ones you want to draft for your team. Kind of general strategy is there's kind of 2 ways you can go. So here's the way it works. So a pool will get an expected number of blocks for an epic based on their size. So the more ADA you have in your pool, that's basically more votes or chances for that pool to be selected to make a block in that epic. So larger pools make more blocks in general. But there's some randomness. So you'll have an expected number based on your size. So say, just to make up numbers here, a pool with 30 million ADA gets on average selected for 30 blocks in epic. Again, that's just kind of rough numbers. On a particular epic, they might actually only be elected for, say, 25 or 32, right? That varies based on some random chance every epic. So we don't know exactly how many they're elected for. But so you're kind of picking just based on, so you get points based on how many they actually make. And so that's not necessarily that they're missing block. It could just be that they didn't get elected for that many for that epic. But in general, a big pool will have less variance than a small pool. So like making 35 blocks when you on average should only make 30 blocks, that is, I don't know what that is, like 110% or something like that, right?
Mm,
But a small pool, if they're on average only make if one block and they made 2 blocks, that's 200% performance. So the way the points go, you'll get 200 points, where the big pool would have got, I think, 133 points, right? So you can kind of gamble and go for small pools, and you have a potential to make much more points, right? But you could also make 0 if a pool averages 1 block. A lot of epics, they're going to make none, and so you get no points for that pool. So you can kind of pick whether you want to go for kind of middle of the road and have a safer bet of more consistent points every game, or do you want to do small pools and try to get really lucky and make a ton of points and likely win a game, but maybe not win the whole season. Or you can do a mix. So that's kind of the point of this game, is it kind of shows how you can diversify your stake. And the whole point of this project is it's built under our adafolio.com website, which is built for multi-delegation. So that's a feature coming soon to the Cardano blockchain where you can actually split your stake in a single wallet across multiple pools. And we built this game to kind of illustrate a strategy for doing that. Is like, do you want to support a bunch of small pools where you might have, it kind of spreads out the variance. If you stake all your ADA in one little pool, they might make no blocks in an epic and you'll get no rewards, or they might make 3 blocks and you'll get 3 times normal rewards, right? And so if you don't want that high variance, you could diversify across 5 small pools, and you're more likely to make more consistent rewards. Or you can split across a bunch of big pools and you're almost guaranteed to make very consistent rewards every epic. So it's just kind of a way to explore different strategies for staking and doing it through this NFT game. So
got it. Okay.
With all that said, why don't you go pick 5 pools and
I'll just clarify real quick. So I meant that for 110%, it would be 33 pools. If you had 35 and 33 blocks. If it was 35 and you were supposed to make 30, that's 116.
Oh, okay.
That's 116%. But what I was going to say is, like, the last season we had, the person that won actually bet on our small pool, and we had like a string of really lucky epics where we're scheduled for 2 blocks, and one epic, we make 0. He doesn't win that game. But the other epics, we made 5. So it was like 250% performance every epic. And he even had a modifier, which Willie will talk about in a minute, for that pool. So he made a ton of points by betting on that pool.
Can you explain what a modifier is? Because I see like a modifier plus 0 on a bunch of these, but is there a way to like amp up? Like, do I pair pools together or something?
Yeah, so in order to draft a pool, you need to hold a common or an uncommon card for that pool. And so you'll see that in the gray or the teal colored numbers. And that is just like basically activating the pool. And then additional cards you hold for that pool will add a score modifier to the points you earn for that pool each game.
So like you saw your dead card, your Deadpool card is not even on here, right? Because you have an epic, but you don't have a common. So you need to go like trade with someone in the Discord or something that has a common dead card that you can, add to your deck, so that then your epic card's even available to play, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Got it. So then like say here, right, like I had Barry, right? If I had like another uncommon one, there would be like a modifier on like the amount of points that it generates if it generates blocks.
Yeah. So on our main page, we leaked to a Medium article that has a table with the modifiers. But to go through that, let's see. So common and uncommons have a variable modifier based on the pool size. This is because, as we kind of talked about, a small pool has fewer cards because they make less blocks. And so those cards are naturally kind of more valuable because they're more scarce than a larger pool. And so this is kind of a change we made since we were running the game in season 1, is that a common card for a small pool could actually be more rare than like a rare and epic card for a big pool. And so we kind of increased the modifier to make those small pools more more playable is you can get a higher modifier. And so those vary. It's explained in the article. But then as we get to a rare card, that's a 5% modifier. An epic card is an 8% modifier, and then a legendary card is a 10% modifier. And to prevent someone that has a ton of cards from just wiping the floor with everyone else, you can only play a maximum of one each of a rare, epic, or legendary card for each pool. And then the maximum total modifier is 25%. So you can't go get like 100% modifier and, just always win every game. So it's just kind of, a small boost to give you a little help in your score. So as you see there, you didn't get any duplicate cards for the same pool, so you don't have any modifiers. But if you go trade with people and go try to get another berry card or another maple card, or your biggest priority is getting a dead card so you can play that epic card you got. So we kind of did that to encourage people to trade around, and not everyone's going for the same cards, right? Like you want a dead card because you've got that epic, right? But someone else might want one of your common cards, and so
Right.
So it's about like getting like sets of cards.
Yep.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah. So for now, why don't we go ahead and pick 5 pools and you can draft your team.
All right. I'm gonna pick LGBTQ. It's a go big or go home, right?
Yep. Small pool.
The small pools, right? Kind of risky. And then I think, because I definitely want to earn some points, right? Even if these guys, like, if they don't perform well, right? Like, I'll almost guarantee to get at least some points from this.
Dolka's pretty small too. Yeah. Actually, most of your pools are decently small.
Yeah. So with like kind of a rule of thumb, like 1 million ADA is about 1 block per epic.
Oh, got it. That's good to know.
Okay, so you got 5 selected, so you can go ahead and submit.
Oh, yeah, submit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, team is drafted.
Great.
So it takes our script in the background a few minutes to update. So you won't immediately see the team you've drafted, but if you check back in a couple minutes, you'll see your team, and you can also see anyone else that has joined so far.
Great.
But why don't we go back to last season and we'll look at the results of a couple games and see how
that's a good
people's
idea.
picks panned out.
Yeah. So let's see. So
you can go back to play, and then scroll down and we'll go to season 3. Okay, so here you can see the leaderboard for the full season standings. So each game, people that play get a certain number of points based on how they performed, and then those points add up for the whole season. And so, just winning one game or getting a ton of points in one game won't guarantee that you're going to win the season. You kind of have to perform well consistently over all of the games, and so that's why we kind of do a points thing versus total score. But you'll see the total score on the right. That will be used as a tiebreaker if you have the same number of points as somebody else.
Oh, got it.
So then if you scroll down, you can go through individual games. And so you can click on, so here's game 1. The person that run is actually Casey. He's actually been in Viper for a long time and helps us out in the Discord. Supported the project for a long time. So if you click on his score, you can actually see the team he used.
Is this?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, but click on the number to the right. Yeah, if you click on anyone's username, you can browse their collection and stuff. But so this will show. So this shows this team for the specific game. So yeah, we were talking earlier. So he actually drafted Adder, which is our second pool, which is very small. So you can see. So he had a 8% modifier, and so the performance there, it says that Adder made 5 blocks, but was only expected to make 1.8. And so again, that's based on our size. Over, on average, we would make 1.8 blocks per epic, but in this particular one, we got really lucky and we made 5. And so that performance plus the 8% modifier got 298 points. For reference, the base score is 100 points. So with no modifier and 100% performance, meaning like if it was expected to make 10 blocks and you made 10, that would be 100 points. And so he actually got like 3 times the base score for that.
Wow.
And then you can see, so he also used Viper. So Viper is a larger pool. And so you see, we actually got lucky there too. We made 35 out of 31.9, but that's only 131 points because the percentages, aren't as large with a bigger pool. So you got more consistent scores for the rest of the pools, and then one huge boost for Adder. And that was enough to win the game.
And so, do you play, and it's all like kind of like joint, right? Like a game is like an epic. You're not like playing like 1v1.
No,
like,
yeah, it's against everyone else that drafted teams for that game.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and then if you scroll down again real quick, so you can also see like he actually had pretty high modifiers for the other pools, but Adder getting lucky, way outscored those other pools, even when he had 23% for one of these other pools. So it's a little help, but someone getting lucky with a small pool can really get a lot of points.
Yeah. Well, awesome.
Yeah, so I think that is AdaCards in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's
the amount of blocks that a pool makes, that's not dependent on like how many blocks it made in like a previous epic, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
totally
not,
independent.
Right.
Yeah. So just because a pool got unlucky one epic, say Adder made 0 blocks last epic, that does not mean we're gonna make extra blocks the next one. It's a fully random event every time. So you can have a string of bad luck, you can have a string of good luck, but it does not affect future performance at all. And so when you're evaluating a pool, you have to kind of keep that in mind, is like you might see really high returns for a small pool in one epic, but if you average that over a long period of time, so like an entire year, you'll see that really averages out to about the same performance as a large pool. They're more about the same, but if you look in individual epics, it will look vastly different, right? So if you see a small pool and 0% performance, that doesn't necessarily mean that they're missing blocks or it's not a good pool, right? It's just the random draw, and it has more effect on a small pool.
Yeah, that's right. Well, like I said, and for this particular example, for Adder, we had the 5 blocks. I think it was one or 2 epics before that we had 0, right? Because our expected is 1.8, and so we're fluctuating right around there. So if you fluctuate down much, you're at 0, right? You fluctuate up, and that's a huge bonus percentage-wise, right?
Yep.
So.
All right.
Oh, cool.
Well, thanks, Jim.
All right. Yeah, thanks, Jim. This was pretty fun.
Yeah, this is exciting. I'm gonna go see if I can snag some like berry cards or some additional cards for blocks that I have. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. Thanks, Hunter, for putting the video together.
Yeah.
There's a smile. All right. All right. Thanks, guys.